All right, well, hello. All right, let's see if we can figure this out. Hello. Does it work? Hi. Well, this is just me kind of testing streaming on YouTube and saying hi to everyone. It is quite scary. I don't even know how to link this to Discord. I don't know what the link is to this. I guess you can stream from like OBS, which is what I'm doing. And then I tried going like on the website because normally I would stream from OBS on Twitch, right? And then I can see my dashboard on my web browser, but this is not, I don't know how to get it on whatever. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. Because I have my dashboard up on my YouTube studio, and it's like a different stream with a different title. And there's a chat there, but there's nothing happening on the chat. So that confuses me. Very much. But hello. I thought I would touch base with this new growing community and just say hello, and probably won't be here for too long because I was thinking of watching a movie after this or something. Yeah, I don't know, Doom. Hey, Rockman. Well, I see some familiar faces. Hi. I will get used to it. So let me actually... Let me get out of this. Let me get away from this page. Oh, okay, here's my thing. There's my picture right there. Oh, okay. There's my live stream. I'll put a like on it. Yeah! Okay. How do I go to like my dashboard though? Does YouTube not have that? I don't know. Well, whatever. I mean, I can see you guys. You can see and hear me, so I guess that's good enough. I suppose it's good enough. I just got finished recording my intro and outro thoughts to Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, and for those of you guys that watched together with me, I have some new thoughts about the movie, so hopefully you guys can check that out when I post it, probably pretty soon. And editing that was kind of like re-watching the whole movie again. And I feel like I got quite a bit out of it the second time. And depending on how well that video does, I'm like 99% on board with watching the original series. Quiet, Alex. I literally... What did I put as the stream title? Like, what the hell is going on or something? I don't know. I don't know. Not clickbait. I have no idea what I'm doing. Now you have to show Doom Wrath of the Con. Wait. I don't remember. Wait, Doom, did you not watch it with us? I don't remember. The Star Trek rabbit hole is deep, and that's why I'm like, I don't know if I want to... It's scary to get into it, right? It's kind of like starting the Yakuza series or the Trails of series, because once you start, like, you're trapped for a very, very, very long time. But anyways, how's everyone doing tonight? I see Doom is here, Justinian is here. Martin, hello Martin, and Patricio. Try Sushi, Salong. Oh gosh. I have new names to try to pronounce out loud, which is great. Hello Brian. Jermaine. And Billy. Oh, we love the name Billy around here. Hi Max, Rockman. Manuel. Jeffrey. Calio. Alex. If I mispronounce your name, too bad. What's up, Froggy? Oh, is that Surfin' Frog? I forgot what your name on YouTube is. Yeah, I'm already in the Avatar rabbit hole, and I'm definitely going to be doing Legend of Korra and all that stuff, so don't worry. That's my son, Billy. Hey, Kevin. Next Generation. I think that's the one that that's the one with Picard. Is that Next Generation? This is crazy because this channel, I just kind of started it on a whim. It was a suggestion by a dear friend of mine, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do for it. So I started with the Avatar, right? Because I asked people on my gaming YouTube channel, like, what do you guys want to see? And originally, I was wanting to do, like, anime stuff. And I asked, like, I put some suggestions that people from my community gave me. And Avatar The Last Airbender was the one that got the most votes. So I started that, and then I also started Spy Family. Well, Avatar The Last Airbender has been doing pretty well in comparison. Spy Family, not so much. And then we started doing the movie nights, and I started posting some of those there. And that's how Aliens started. So then I have like all these different communities. It's like the people that like the 80s movies, and then the people who like Avatar, and then now like it's the Star Trek people. And I'm just like, am I doing this right? Is this bad? I don't know. Because at some point I'm gonna have to try to decide, like, okay, this is people like this, people don't really like this, so maybe I should drop this and continue with this. And starting a series like Star Trek is very scary because it is so huge. And I am the kind of person that a lot of my viewers from like my Twitch channel where I go play games, I don't like quitting things. I'm stubborn. So, if I start Star Trek and for some reason I don't want to complete it, and that could be like various things, I will complete it anyways because I'm fucking stubborn. So I don't know. Hello, Barlord. Surfing Frog? Okay, hey Frog. So the Next Generation, I'm kind of vaguely familiar with the Next Generation because I think I mentioned in my Space Seed video that my dad, he was a big Star Trek fan, but I was never around the original series because that was before I was born, but The Next Generation, he would watch it. And so even if I wasn't sitting down and watching episodes, sometimes I did. But I just kind of remember like it was always on. It was always around. Oh, thank you, Banjo. I was kind of exposed to it in a way. And so I know Picard. I know Geordi. I know... Who else do I know? Data, of course. And then there was the guy who had the beard that I don't remember his name. So like it's very, very vague. Like I kind of... I kind of know like kind of a little bit about Star Trek, but not really. Man, you guys are typing too fast. You couldn't see the chat on your cell phone? I can't help you, Frog, because I don't know anything about this. Hey, Nadim. Thank you. Some people only watch certain Star Trek series. Yeah, well, I think it's safe to say that if I do decide to get into the... Oh yeah, Worf. I don't... Riker sounds familiar. Is that the guy with the beard and the mustache or whatever? That's who I remember. I think if I do get into the Star Trek rabbit hole, I want to do the original series and the Next Generation, and then whatever else you guys suggest. Because I think there's some that maybe the community is like, this is not really the best Star Trek, and you don't have to watch it. I don't know. Song, yes, I know Song. She watched some of the Next Generation when she was a kid too, because her parents like it. Recently, you've been getting her to watch some episodes, like the great ones. Yeah, so I'm definitely, my plan, and I don't want to say it's for sure, but my plan is I've watched The Wrath of Khan already. And so now I want to go back to the first, whatever the first episode is. I'm going to have to figure it out. I'm going to have to ask you guys about which episode to start on, because some people in the comments were saying like, there's like a pilot episode and like another pilot episode. And I'm like, I don't understand what that even means, or if I'm supposed to watch, like, what am I supposed to watch first? But don't tell me now, because I mean, I guess I could write it down, but I'll figure that out soon. Actually, Will, as far as Blade Runner goes, I have it up on my Amazon right now, and I'm gonna watch it maybe after this, or maybe tomorrow. I was about to watch it because I thought this live wasn't gonna work. Hi, Soulblazer. Yeah, Soulblazer, you can message me on Discord. About what Star Trek episode I'm supposed to start from. I don't know. So Song is enjoying watching The Next Generation with you, Rockman? The thing of Star Trek that I know the most is First Contact, the movie. I really like that movie. I've seen it probably like 2 or 3 times, but not recently. But I remember really liking that. The scene that I remember the most was like, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who hasn't watched or anything, but like when the lady blows on Data's arm and his arm hairs like spike up and he's like, ooh. And it's like something you never really think that you take for granted. Is just like being able to feel like the breeze on your skin. Something that androids don't have, you know, they're not privy to. And to feel that for the first time would be like, whoa. Whoa. Oh no. I'm getting into the hammer voice. Oh god. I was just editing about that. Oh god. I'm sorry. If you know, you know. If you don't, just forget about it. Yeah, the Borg Queen. I'm trying not to say too many spoilers, but... Yes. Voyager? I've heard of Voyager and Deep Space Nine. Anyways, we might be getting into all that. So we'll see. It's very likely. And I'm gonna go into it a little bit more on like the first episode. If I do. I clamp. Bro! I'll go into it a little bit more, but my dad, like I said, he was really into Star Trek, and he was definitely a Trekkie. I think he might have been to like conventions or something, but I never was like invited to that, I guess. Probably before I was born. I don't know. But he was really big on it, and he passed away when I was 16. So it's kind of like we can't really share things with each other anymore, but like we kind of can. Like it's in a way like he's sharing something with me that's important to him, even though he's gone. Does that make sense? So yeah. Anyways, bro. First Contact was your favorite Star Trek movie? You think she enjoys it, but does she enjoy it? You don't know? If she didn't, she wouldn't. Maybe she wouldn't tell you, right? Oh, no problem, Clam. Thank you for coming in, saying hello, checking in on me, making sure I'm all right. Yeah, it'll definitely be a marathon. Yeah. I could go into the whole story about, you know, what happened with my dad, but it's very depressing. It's super depressing. You guys don't want to hear it. But yeah, the simplified version is that he had a heart attack, but it was kind of a bit more than just that. Connecting it to him through the show, yes. The 3 newer Star Trek movies actually got you into Star Trek, and then you went back and watched the shows. Ah. So I watched at least one of those. Thank you, Kevin. Star Trek, one of us. What? Wait. One of us. I watched, I watched one with Chris Pratt. I think. Was it Chris Pratt? One of the Chris's? I don't know. It's like a reboot. Yeah, Soul Blazer, that's good to hear. Because you never know when they're gonna be gone. Chris Pine. Oh. I don't... See, I don't... I was almost right. Yeah, one of those Chris guys. I don't know. You know, I'm not really good with... I don't watch a lot of movies. That's why getting into like a lot of these movies has been a lot of fun, because some of them I've seen, I remember vaguely seeing when I was little, like Alien. I remember like vaguely, right? And Terminator 2. I had like some very vague... I don't even know if I sat down and watched the whole movie, but I remember like the other android and the special effects and stuff like that. But as far as like actors' names and stuff, I'm not really great at that. I'm not really too great at that. Hello, John. How are you? You never knew your parents? You were raised by your grandmother? Well, she sounds like an awesome woman. There's too many people named Chris. I guess. Anybody here named Chris? You thought I was busy all this weekend? I am. Oh, well, not anymore. I was rendering a video, but it just completed rendering. What happens here? I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to, a whim. Just thought I'd tried streaming on YouTube and this channel specifically. So we're just here to talk about whatever until I decide I need to go and get back to work. Who's the Chris here? So there's a lot of movies that I haven't seen that I probably should have seen it in my lifetime. So I think this is another venture that I will not run out of material. Will not run out of material. You connected really well with Deep Space Nine because it's about a single parent trying to raise his kid and keep his career on track at the same time. Okay, I know nothing about Deep Space Nine. There's a Discord you're in that has 6 Daves. Soulblazer, have you ever read the Dr. Seuss novel, the Dr. Seuss story called Too Many Daves? There once was a woman who lived... Did she live in a shoe? I don't remember. Maybe I'm getting that mixed with something else. She lived in a house and she had all these children and they were all named Dave. It's a Dr. Seuss story. That's what you just reminded me of. Did it take a while to kickstart the YouTube stream? Yeah, because at first I clicked go live on YouTube and it was like, you have just requested to go live and going live will be available in 24 hours. And I'm like, huh? What? Like, you will have permission in 24 hours. So I got out of that and then I refreshed the page later and it was like, well, I got an email saying you can go live. So I was like, huh? I thought it said it was going to take 24 hours. And then so I went back and it was there, but then I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry, guys. I've actually seen Airplane. It's something that I should probably watch again, but I don't know if I should do a reaction to that because I have seen it more recently than I saw like Alien when I was like 6 or 7 years old, you know? I don't know. Yeah, I've seen Airplane, but I'm sure there's more movies out there that I could watch. That would be fun. Sorry. I haven't seen tons of movies, but I have seen some. I've seen some movies in my time. Well, it seems like a lot of the Star Trek people are here right now. Which is nice. The Star Trek crowd seems quite nice compared to the Terminator crowd anyways. Got a little bit bullied in that one. I've seen Your Name, Hype Old Boy. I've seen that one. Oh, Pan's Labyrinth. I have... Okay, here's what we can do. I have a running list here of movies that people are requesting. Where is it? Here. I was thinking of this too, Pan's Labyrinth. Nobody has I don't think anybody has suggested it until just right now, but that's one that I've always been curious about. So I'm gonna put it down on my list. Yeah, I haven't seen Rocky. You like both Star Trek and Star Wars? Well, I think I for one don't think that's weird. After watching Star Trek, having grown up watching Star Wars, I feel like I think I mentioned this in the Space Seed reaction. I don't know. I think I did, but they just seem different. Like they're just different. You can't really compare them one to one. They're going for something completely different from one another. So I think it's strange to like, I think it would be strange to kind of like, I don't know. They just seem different to me, okay? You gotta go eat. Okay, Doom, enjoy your food. Doctor Who? I've seen Doctor Who. I've seen probably the seasons of Doctor Who that people would want me to see. So, I don't know about that. I've already seen Eccleston, Tennant, Smith, and some of Capaldi. Now you guys are recommending anime, but I haven't drawn in the anime crowd yet. I guess I gotta find the right anime to do that with. But I've seen Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood already. Anime, I've seen a lot of those, so it'd be harder to find one that I haven't seen. Movies are more likely that I haven't seen it. But I have a list here of some movies that people have recommended. I started making a list. So, Predator 1 and 2 has been... A lot of people were suggesting that to go to watch after watching Alien and Aliens. So there's those. And then all these others are like recommendations from the Terminator videos. So, True Lies... I think that has Arnold, right? So a lot of people were suggesting like other Arnold movies. So that's what most of these are. So True Lies, Total Recall, RoboCop, Dead Poets Society. I think somebody here recommended that one and someone else as well. And that's a movie that my parents really enjoyed, and I feel like, is there a scene with a classroom at any point in that movie? I don't remember anything about that movie. When I think Dead Poets Society, I think about a scene in a classroom, but I have no idea who the characters are, what they're talking about, what's going on in the movie. Something. I need to write down this one too. Goodwill Hunting. Another one recommended. So there's Starship Troopers, Demolition Man, Conan the Barbarian. I think there's several of those. Red Heat, Commando, Nightmare on Elm Street. Yes, I've never seen Nightmare on Elm Street. Blade Runner, I'm gonna watch probably tonight, just right now. Real Genius, The Running Man, and I just wrote down Pan's Labyrinth and Goodwill Hunting. So yeah, lots of movies. Lots of movies on this list here. Yeah, Star Wars is more like fantasy than hard science fiction. Yes. JoJo, I've seen... I have mixed feelings about JoJo. I've seen 2.5 seasons, I think, or 3. I don't know. It's okay, but it's a bit like, it's fun, but I like things that give me more to think about. And JoJo is just kind of really silly and memey and crazy, which is great, but it's not something that like makes me want to watch more per se. Today you watched a streamer react to Saving Private Ryan. She made you cry more than the streamer than the movie itself. I've seen Saving Private Ryan. It's a great movie. I think that's a really popular reaction. I'm sad that I can't react to it because I've already seen it, but I always see recommendations. Ever since I started posting videos of reactions, I'm getting recommended reactions, and Saving Private Ryan is one that I see come up a lot. Was Arnie in Dead Poet Society? No. That's not an Arnie one. That's a that's not an Arnie one. Hey Matthew, no, this is my first time ever going live on YouTube. You were almost in Dead Poets Society as an extra? Really, Ben? What? That's crazy. The Iron Giant? I've never seen that one. Should I write it down? I can just put some of these on a poll and then everybody can vote. Who's Dangle? Who are you talking about? Dangle. Johnny. Clerks, Chasing Amy, Mallrats. Never seen any of those. But Clerks, I'm gonna put Clerks down for now just to start because that sounds very familiar. I feel like I know people that are a fan of that movie. You think my list needs more comedies? I'm not really big on comedies, but I'm not opposed to watching them. But when I go, like if there's a movie I want to see in the theater, it's never a comedy. I never like see a trailer for a comedy and I'm like, I gotta watch that. I don't know. It's just, I mean, I've seen some that I really enjoy, but The Last of the Mohicans. Never seen it. But that's a classic, right? Okay. I've seen The Sixth Sense, or like around the time when it came out. Does JoJo get better as it goes on? Yeah, Soul Blazer, watch Death Note. That's my suggestion. Empire of the Sun? Oh, wait a minute. That reminds me. In one of the Avatar videos, somebody was mentioning a movie. The Last Emperor. The Last Emperor. Another one that my parents really liked, and I think I've seen the intro to it, like the beginning, but I don't think I've watched it all the way through. Claymore is a great anime, Johnny, you're right. Dangle is a movie? Oh, I don't even know how to say that. Never heard of it. Or is it D-Angel? D-Angel? Oh no, that's not how you spell angel though. I don't know. Kindergarten Cop? I've seen Kindergarten Cop. That's like how I know Arnold. That's how I know Arnie is from Kindergarten Cop. I mean, I don't really remember the movie too well, but I know I've seen it. I don't know if people get mad. Like Terminator 2, I didn't really know how to go about talking about my prior knowledge of it. I didn't want to be in the intro of the video like, I remember this, I remember that, I remember that, because it would be spoilers. So I tried to keep it vague and then put a pinned comment of like, this is what I remember from the movie from when I watched it when I was like really, really young. Which isn't much, but I do remember some things. And people were like, how did you know that they were both androids? You weren't supposed to know that. And I just, it's hard when you've seen a movie, you know you've seen a movie as a kid. I don't know how other reactors go about that. It's not a blind watch. It's not a first time watch, but it's like, you don't really remember the movie. But if you say it's your first time watching, you're lying and people will catch on, because if you remember anything, then they'll be like, how did you know that? I don't know. Anyways. It's just a whole new set of struggles, I guess. Why do you not ask Yoda for money? Because he is a little short. A little short he is he? Clerks is the beginning of like 8 other movies? Huh? If I watch Clerks, I have to watch 8 other movies? Oh, Twister is another one that everybody was recommending. Because it has like what, Bill Paxton, whatever? Coraline, I've never seen that. A League of Their Own? Oh, Jermaine, that's one of my favoriteest movies. I always quote there's no crying in baseball, and only a few people know what I'm talking about. Like some character in some game will just be crying and I'll just be like, there's no crying in baseball, and 99% of my audience is probably like, what the fuck is she talking about baseball? I love A League of Their Own. So I can't watch that. I've already seen that. That one I remember very well. That's one that I remember very well. I've seen it so many times. Great movie. Great movie. Dangal is an Indian movie. Oh, I've seen a couple of those. Well, I don't remember really too many of them, but I know my favorite and the only one that I really remember is Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. Do you know that one, Nadim? I'm sure you do. It's very popular. Came out in the 90s, I think. Such a great movie. Thank you, Frog. You have this list in your head of all the common movies almost all reactors react to on YouTube. The less common ones are usually on their Patreon, obviously for the algorithm. Yeah, the algorithm is an evil entity. Just say that. Bunny, just say what you're saying right now. People will get it. You're right, Jerome. You know what, Jerome? You're right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna say it. Grown up rewatch? Okay. Yeah. I've seen The Matrix. I don't remember the whole trilogy, but I've seen The Matrix for sure. Twister was the first movie released on DVD. Really? Really? Huh. Do I like Weird Al? Yeah, some of his... I haven't heard like his whole library or anything, his whole discography, but I do like some of his songs for sure. I've seen Forrest Gump. I haven't seen Flash Gordon. I've seen it, Nadim. I've seen Made in Abyss, the first season. So my best friend growing up since first grade, she's Indian. So I was at her house as much, if not more, that I was at my own home for some time. Certain amount of years. We were really close, and so I grew up on the food. We would go to parties, listen to music, dance. I would wear lengas, and it was great. And I watched at their house Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, and that soundtrack is forever ingrained in my brain. And I also have seen Dilse, but I don't remember the movie. I just remember the song. Some of you might have even heard that. It's pretty popular. So catchy. Anyways, am I interested in late 1960s through 80s movies at all? I mean, personally, yes. I'm interested in anything that is good, you know, and even if it's older. I haven't watched too many 60s and 70s movies. I don't know if I've seen any. I probably have seen some, but mostly like 80s and 90s probably. And early 2000s, and then I kind of stopped watching movies that much. Whatever my parents had on VHS, you know? But I would definitely be interested in watching them. I don't know about... I don't know. Here's the thing. Editing these is either A, very time consuming, or B, very expensive to hire somebody to do it. So if I can put out a video that I can kind of break even on, that would be ideal. Like at least break even on, because yeah, it took me half a day to edit the Wrath of Khan reaction. I don't know why it took... Maybe I was getting distracted. That seems like a long time, but it took so long. So as far as like 60s and 70s and 80s movies, as long as they're popular, like as long as there are some people that are wanting to watch that, then I'd definitely be down. But if it's really niche, then I don't know about putting it on the channel. Maybe on just on Patreon, right? I don't have to edit it. Like you guys, some of you guys know, but some of you guys don't know how difficult it is to edit these damn reactions. It sucks. I hate it. But it's worth it a lot of times too. But sometimes I don't think it wouldn't be worth it. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Oh, no problem, Calio. Thank you for coming and hanging out for a little bit. Apollo 13? Apollo 13. You know, as much as I was exposed to Apollo 13 growing up, I don't really remember it super well. But Apollo 13 was my younger brother's favorite movie, and he watched it like every day. He watched that movie so much that I started getting sick of it. But it's kind of weird because people are like, oh, you didn't know that Bill Paxton was in Apollo 13? I don't remember him being in there. I just remember Tom Hanks. And the other guy, the guy who was down in Houston or whatever. Ed Harris? Is that his name? I know they were in it. That might be one I could rewatch. RRR. RRR. Tollywood? What is Tollywood? Okay. I mean, I'm writing stuff down here. RRR is Tollywood, not Bollywood. What the hell is Tollywood? I've heard of Bollywood. I don't know what Tollywood is. You're welcome, Soul Blazer. This stream is a surprise to me as well. Yeah, I haven't messaged anybody about those editing inquiries yet, Soul Blazer, but I definitely will. I've seen Forrest Gump. Yep, I've seen that a few times. The Big Blue? Never seen it. Okay. You edit videos for work. It's really time consuming, Banjo. It is. It's very tedious, very time consuming. You edited for your other channel, John? So your PC crapped out on you? You've got dozens of videos to edit. What kind of videos are we talking about, John? Apollo 13 is in your top 300 or something. You guys have top 300s? Hi Glades, hi TRM Etzger. Escape from New York, The Crow. Oh, I've never seen The Crow. Or I've never heard of Escape from New York. You first found Ed Harris from The Abyss. Probably me too. The Abyss is one of my favorite movies of all time. Fuck, I love that movie. Kevin Bacon. Oh yeah, he was in that too, huh? Escape from New York, The Crow. Hey, I don't... Let's... Okay, well, this list is getting long. I've seen Galaxy Quest. I could probably rewatch it, though. Maybe after we do some more Star Trek, I'll rewatch it, because I don't really remember it too well. That could be one that I could rewatch, because it's like a parody on Star Trek, you guys are saying? Shawshank Redemption. I've never seen Shawshank Redemption! Or The Green Mile! Guys, stop it! I'm getting too excited. I don't have time. I can only watch like so many movies and edit them. We need to slow down. We need to slow our roll here. Shit. Wally World? What is that? Is that a movie? Yeah, Jerome. It do be like that. It do be like that. Cause I work a regular job, and then I have I've been doing gaming on Twitch for like 10 years. And so that's been like my side thing for a long time. And then I started the YouTube channel for the Twitch stuff. And that turned into a lot more extra work and time spent. And then, for some reason, I decided to add on the Patreon with the photo shoots and then the reaction stuff. And so, it's kind of getting hard to juggle everything. But I want to do everything so much. But it's like, so, if the reaction channel kind of takes off in a way, my side jobs have side jobs. Exactly. So, as far as... I know I hate talking about money, but I have time to do this stuff a little bit more because of the Patreon primarily has provided a stream of income that I could tell my job I'm only working 4 days a week now instead of 5. So it's like it's kind of necessary for these things to be bringing in some money, because then I could say like, oh, I'm getting money doing this, so I don't have to go to work at this job and do something I hate and deal with shitty customers and make money doing that, because instead I can deal with shitty YouTube comments, but I can also deal with the awesome YouTube comments that are like 90% of the comments are awesome. I don't know how to describe it. It's like, I don't want to make money to have money. I want to make money so I can do more of this, I guess is the most simple way to put it. Tollywood is more like South Indian. Oh man, dude. Sorry, I'm getting on another tangent, but all the Indian restaurants around here are North Indian cuisine, and where I grew up, they had a lot of restaurants that were like South Indian cuisine, and I miss that. I can't get like a freaking masala dosa or an uttapam, my freaking favorite. Okay, that's it. I'm done. South Indian food is so good. Okay. Let me see if I can get caught up on some of this chat that I missed. Do I have both a brother and a stepbrother? I have a full brother and I have a half brother. I don't have a stepbrother, but I have a half brother. So my younger brother is like same both parents, and he's 2 years younger than me. And then my half brother is my mom and her first, well, some other man. That she didn't even really, I don't think she didn't get married to him or anything. It was like, anyways, from a previous relationship, and he is 50. So he's what, 13 years older than me? And we never lived with each other or anything because, you know, he was already an adult and stuff when I was little. Indians have a lot of woods. Okay. Vertigo? Hitchcock. Ooh. Oh, you know what? I've never seen Psycho. I've seen... Alfred Hitchcock is Psycho too, right? I love The Birds. That's my first Alfred Hitchcock movie that I saw. And then I saw Rear Window, which I also really enjoyed, but it didn't like... The Birds, like, freaking... That was... horrifying! Oh my gosh. I love that movie. The Birds is so good. The Birds is so freaking good. So I'm definitely down to watch more Hitchcock. God. This was a bad idea to tell you guys about this list and start writing stuff down, because now is just the list has tripled in size from what it was. John, you did some reaction videos and posted a few. Doing them was fun, but your PC died on you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yup. What's the plastic blue thing on the desk back there? Controller? Oh, yeah. Excuse me. It's a PS5 controller. PS5 controller Husbando got so he could play FIFA with his friends all of one time. I hope you get a computer that can handle doing anything, John, because it sounds like your computer is kind of crappy, no offense. This is not something you're unfamiliar with. Well, I don't know. I'm the kind of person that, like, when I first started on Twitch, I was like, I don't want anybody to give me any money. I'm just doing this for fun, which... You know, I am, and I always will be, but I just always feel slimy when I talk about money. I just feel slimy. Psycho, you said Psycho was boring as hell? What? Psycho and American Psycho? Clamp, you're supposed to be working! The hell? American Psycho? Isn't that just all Americans? I don't understand. The Shining? I've seen The Shining. I read The Shining. The Shining was the first and only horror book I've read. And I used to read a lot, and I stopped because I'm just busy doing all of this stuff now. But I read The Shining, and I used to read every night before going to bed. And I got to the point where I couldn't read The Shining before I went to bed because I felt like I was going to get nightmares, like I couldn't sleep. It was scary. Did I watch the Alfred Hitchcock Simpsons Halloween? No. Carrie? I've seen Carrie. A new backlog. I know, Frog. Why? I have a gaming backlog. I have an outfit backlog. Now I have anime, movie, and Star Trek backlog. I'm fucked. That's it. It's over now. The Italian Job. The Shining is a horror? Yeah, it is. What else would it be? You saw all 3 Carries? There's more than one? Oh, I've only seen one. Shawshank and Green Mile. I don't know why I haven't seen those. There's a lot of movies that I have seen that you guys will probably be like, watch this, and I'll be like, I've seen it. But I think there's more that I haven't seen. You want me to succeed? Because more reactions for you. I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't want... Like, money is just for my hobbies and survival, obviously. But I don't need a lot. My husband is the high maintenance one. He likes his fast cars and his, you know, fancy clothes. And I like to shop at Ross because I can spend more money on video games and stuff like that, you know? I forgot where I was going with that. I had a point to that, but... Oh, yeah. So... Yeah, more money means I can do more reactions, and more reactions faster. Because if one video can net me enough money to have somebody edit the next video, then I can just, you know, I can just start getting people to edit them for me so that instead of editing videos, I can be watching movies and Star Trek and Avatar and all that stuff. So yeah. Okay, anyways. Enough about that. Enough about that. American Psycho is modern Psycho. So it's like the same story, but it's like modernized. Now you need to give me a music backlog? No! Enough backlogs! That's enough. How far have I watched? Oh, so I've only seen season 2. I finished season 2 of Avatar, Brian, and I also did the Escape from the Spirit World, which is just like a little graphic novel kind of video that was in a game that's like some events between season 2 and season 3, but I haven't started season 3 yet. I'm taking a little bit break from Avatar to get caught up on some other stuff. Fifth Element, one of my favorite movies ever. One of my favorite movies ever. Yeah. 7? Nope. Evil Deeds? Nope. Armageddon? Seen it, but I don't really remember it. It? I saw it. I was in this Spanish class, and the teacher, instead of teaching us anything, this was in high school, instead of teaching us anything, hold on, Melissa, I see your question, but I'm not there yet. I'm going to down in order of the chat. Instead of teaching us, we just watched like scary movies, and one day we were watching It, and I didn't appreciate it because it was scary. I don't watch a lot of scary movies. So I've seen It, yes. Pet Sematary I haven't. You'll second for American Werewolf in London. Okay, I'll write it down. What is your question, Melissa? You can ask me anything, and I may or may not answer, but probably will. How old was I when I got married? Your mom and dad were 18 and 25. Will I post this stream on YouTube and or Patreon? I think this stream will be available on this channel in like, there's a section where you can do streams. How old was I when I got married? Who's good at math? Hold on. I got married in 2010. And I was born in 86. I don't feel like pulling out a calculator and I suck at math. 2010. 1986. How old was I? I don't fucking know. I don't know. The Boys? I've seen the first season of The Boys. That's something I watched with my husband, so I have to continue to watch it with my husband, if you know what I mean. Conan the Barbarian, I have that on my list. Would I hire AI to autocomplete my behind-the-scenes workflow? AI? I didn't even know you could do that. Is that a thing? Hey, Hero, hire AI to do my editing? Like, fuck yeah. How much do they charge? I have RRR on my list here. Marla. Fifth Element is a really weird movie. That's why it's awesome, because it's weird. What is my favorite type of jacket? I mean, I'm not really into fashion or clothes, so the one that keeps me warm but is comfortable. Does that... I don't know. I'm not the fashionista of my relationship, but that's husbando. I don't know. Evil Dead. Oh yeah, somebody asked if I could react to Ghostbusters, but I've seen Ghostbusters a couple times. Wait, how come you all said different ages? 14? No, Salong, you're doing your math way wrong. I did not get married when I was 14. 24? I was 24 when I got married. There you go. You were 19 in 1986? Okay, old man. Nikita? 1990 Nikita. Oh, dude. Does that have... Is that related to La Femme Nikita at all? My dad loved the X-Files, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and La Femme Nikita. Like, those were his things back then. Alright, I wrote Evil Dead down. Calm down. Everyone says that, Jerome. Have I seen The Never-Ending Story? Turn around. Look at what you see in her face. The mirror of your dreams. You know, The Never-Ending Story is one of the best movies in the world, and Soul Blazer 08 is a loser because he said that that is not a good movie. And I don't know why I haven't banned him from my chat yet, honestly. It's like, I don't even know you anymore, Soul Blazer. I don't want to know you. Hiring AI to do your editing is step one of Skynet. Ah! My clothes always look so good. I get everything from Ross because it's cheap. I don't like spending money on clothes. Mad Max. Oh yeah, Mad Max. I gotta write those down. I've seen one of the Mad Max movies. It's like a newer one, but it's been a long time since it came out. Now, Fury Road. Yeah, I saw that one. That was pretty cool. Can you see my jacket? I'm gonna do a stream on my Patreon probably next month. when husbando's in Vegas towards the end of the month, where I'm gonna go. I'm literally going to rip all the clothes out of my closet, and I'm gonna try them on and do a little clean out. But I don't feel like getting up and going to my closet and grabbing a jacket right now. Ugh. How long have we been doing this already? An hour? Nikita, you've caught a bit of Nikita and Buffy. Dude, I would love to rewatch. I've seen some, but not all. But I remember really, really loving the X-Files. That would be a really fun one to rewatch. I just remember I loved Scully and Mulder, but as far as specific events that happen in the show, I don't really remember. I remember there was one where she got a tattoo and the tattoo did something to her mind. It was weird. That's all I remember, really. Invincible, the cartoon. Dark City. Dark City. I feel like that title has been thrown around. Growing old is a privilege many people don't get. You're right, John. You are totally right. And if I tease you guys, it's out of love. So yeah. Enter the Dragon is good for martial. Wait, Glades, you want me to get into the martial arts stuff too? That's too much. That's too much. You want me to go down Star Trek? You want me to go down Avatar? You want me to go down 80s sci-fi movies? And then you want to add in martial arts movies too? Are you trying to kill me? Oh, and Mission Impossible? Okay, anything else? Anybody else wanna? Might as well. Come on now. You're a child of the 80s. I was born in the 80s, but I don't remember the 80s because I was only 4 years old when the 90s happened. Directed by the guy who did The Fifth Element. Will. I have never seen 24 or Person of Interest. What's directed by the guy of The Fifth Element? Dark City? Are you talking about Nikita? Fire in the Sky? Crying in the Car. Is that a movie? I've seen Driving Miss Daisy. There's a car in that one. That's a great movie. And welcome back, Rockman. 24. 24 is a show. Is that where they break out of jail, or is that something else? Hi, Xbat. You found me over here? He wants to backlog my backlog. You've recommended Dark Sea. Yes, that's the one that we were talking about, right, Max? We were gonna watch it together. We almost watched it, and then we were like, I was like, maybe I'll do that for the channel instead. So I definitely got to do that one. Nikita. Oh, okay, Nikita. I wrote down Nikita. Community? I've seen clips of Community. My husband watched Community and he loved it. And that's where he found gosh, I'm so bad with names. That's where he found that one actor slash musician. The guy who was in Solo movie. Fuck, what's his name? And he fell in love with him. If my husband leaves me for anybody, it will be for that guy. That I can't think of his name right now. And somebody will tell me very soon, I'm sure. Oh, that's Prison Break. Oh, that's Prison Break. That makes sense. Donald Glover, thank you. Yes, my husband will leave me one day for Donald Glover. He's like, I'm not gay, but I would be for that guy. Childish Gambino. Yes. Battlestar Galactica. Oh, I've always wanted to see that. So I already kind of decided like when I'm done with, or when I finish at least like one series of Star Trek, I probably want to do Battlestar Galactica because it's always something I've been. One Piece? Frankie, get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! One Piece? You're crazy. You're absolutely nuts. Motherfucking One Piece. By the time that show's done, it's gonna be like 2,000 episodes. Get the fuck out of here. Talking about One Piece. I'm cool. Oh, thank you. You're cool too. Speaking of Terminator, I was recommended a YouTube short today, and it was like all the Terminators, right? So it shows like all the people all the Terminators from like all the movies and stuff. And it only showed them for like a second for each one, so I couldn't really look at too many of them really closely. But I saw Shirley fucking Manson, and I'm like, what? I had to go back and play that back. I'm like, huh? What is she doing here in this video? And apparently she was in the Sarah Connor Chronicles or whatever that some people had brought up. The TV show. There's like a Terminator TV show. You guys know what I'm talking about? Fucking what? I didn't know she was in that. I didn't know she acted at all. What the hell? Shirley Manson? She's the lead singer of like one of my favorite bands ever. Like, now I kind of want to watch it. Cause she's a hot fucking mama. I was gonna say she's fucking a hot mama. I mean, I don't know what she does in her personal life, but she's a hot mama. Okay, anyways, I just had to get that off my chest. You guys know Garbage, right? Garbage, I grew up with Garbage, man. The most two recent concerts that I went to were Garbage. And before that, I don't even know what my most recent concert was, because I don't really go to concerts, but we went to a couple of Garbage concerts recently and it was amazing. Amazing. So Battlestar Galactica and Babylon Jabberwocky? Babylon 5. Okay, so if we ever finish Star Trek, then we can look at those. But Star Trek is like, the original series is like 80 episodes or something. And then there's like 5 movies or something. And then after that, there's like all the other series. So I'll probably be watching Star Trek until I die or something. I don't know. Fox messed up the Sarah Connor Chronicles. Yeah, Garbage. I love Garbage. You don't know how much I love Garbage. Season 2 is the Shirley Manson season. Oh, okay. Thank you for... If I ever watch it, which I'm not really sure if I have enough TV shows with Avatar and Star Trek, but if I ever watched the Sarah Connor Chronicles, then, and I'm looking for Shirley Manson in the first episode, I won't be surprised that she's not there. She's in season 2. Okay. King Kong starring Jeff Bridges and Jessica Lange. I've never, well, I think I have seen King Kong, but it's probably one that I could rewatch. I don't really remember it. I mean, there's a giant monkey and he climbs like Empire State Building or some shit. I don't know. Jeez. I've never seen, gosh, my brain is just frying right now. You have to sleep, Johnny. Okay, well, get some rest, Johnny. Get some rest. Fringe? I've heard about Fringe. Texas gunslinger brought your wife back from a stroke? What? Like, for real, for real? Clamp, the only message you sent was an emoji. I'm doing pretty good, John. Thank you. What's for dinner? I don't know. Husbando's at a family reunion right now, so whatever the fuck I want. Maybe pie. We have apple pie. Might just have that for dinner. Is that bad? Is that bad? Tron. Oh, Tron. I have Tron. Wait, did I put Tron on my list? Mm-mm. I've never seen Tron. I played a Tron level in Kingdom Hearts. Does that count? Does that count? King Kong. Oh, gosh, should I watch I've always wanted to rewatch 2001 A Space Odyssey. I don't know if that would make a good reaction, but just for my own personal, at least. I've never seen Godzilla either, so like King Kong and Godzilla might be something that would go kind of nicely together. Hey, Vic! Yeah, I guess. I figured out how to go live on YouTube, so that's my accomplishment for today. Your message was a reply to something I said 25 minutes ago because YouTube wasn't refreshed. Oh! Sorry. Jeff Bridges is in Tron too? I see. 2001 is great for reactions. So, I've seen that's another one that I've seen when I was a child. But the only thing I remember about that movie is some monkeys and the obelisk, and I don't know if they like they learned something, like how to make fire or how to like they make their first tool or something, you know? I don't even remember. Don't tell me. But I remember that. Okay, I remember that scene a little bit. I remember I can't do that, Hal. And I know the computer is like evil and trying to kill people or something. And then I remember, for some reason, it really disturbed me as a child. I remember, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like you're just going into this colorful kind of vortex kind of thing. Like there's just colors everywhere. You're just going through this like portal or something. And for some reason, that freaked me the fuck out. I must have been really, really young. That's all I remember about 2001. Yeah. Is this for reacting movies? Yeah, I mean, we can talk about whatever. But I just wanted to test out streaming here, Vic, and just talk to like the people over here, because There's starting to be kind of a lot of them. Don't let me watch Supernatural. I have a friend who loves Supernatural. The Thing. Oh yeah, a lot of people have suggested The Thing. Ah, this list is super long. What the hell? What the hell? How am I gonna pick a movie out of all these to watch next? They all sound so interesting. "2001 is a classic." You watched 2001 in your physics class. Dude, this... Sorry, let me read the rest of your message first before I go on another tangent. Because of how real all the science and stuff behind it was. And we had to do a paper explaining one of the things showed on it. You did toilets. I don't remember toilets being in that movie, so I should definitely rewatch it for the toilets at the very least. The movie that I watched in school over and over and over again was October Sky. I watched that probably at least in 3 different classes in school. Like, all the teachers were like, they just wanted to show us October Sky for some reason. Which I wasn't complaining. I liked that movie. But it was just weird. Like, there was like a year or two when that movie came out that everybody was like showing us October Sky in class. Planet of the Apes? Ooh. I've never seen it. Psycho was the first movie to show a toilet flushing. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't know that. There are 5 Planet of the Apes movies. Oh, never mind. Let me delete this. Just kidding. Your paper was explaining how the 0G toilet would work. Oh. Fun. The Lost Boys. Is that related to Peter Pan at all? Trying to think of like a movie that I really, really loved as a kid, but that's... Okay, here's one. Let me see if anybody has seen this movie. Are any Bond movies considered? I'll just put Bond movies in here. I'm sure we could watch some of those. Has anybody ever seen... This is so niche, but I loved this movie as a kid. I don't know how I got a hold of it. It's called The Nine... Wait. Shit. What is it called? Is it 3 or 9? I think it's 3. Yeah. The 3 Lives of Thomasina. Wait a minute. That's 1963 movie? Oh, I guess I have seen movies from the 60s, guys. One of my favorite movies when I was a kid is from 1963. I wonder how many movies I've seen from like the 60s and 70s that I never even knew were from that time period. Huh. That's fascinating. The 3 Lives of Thomasina. It's about a cat. A cat who lives 3 different lives. Not John C. No, not John Cena. Okay, nobody here has seen that one. Okay, well, there you go. I win. I've seen a movie that you guys haven't seen. There you go. Has Matthew Garber in it. He was a kid. I've seen Ghostbusters, yeah. Because bustin' makes me feel good. What about... Yeah, I've seen Wizard of Oz. I know that one quite well. What about Pollyanna? What was it? Pollyanna was from 1960? I've seen 60s movies, guys. Pastor! You've seen The Three Lives of Thomasina? Pastor, I honestly think that we are the same person in different bodies. Like, come on. We had the same childhood. How is this? How is this possible? Pollyanna came out in 1960. Well, there you go. I've seen some older movies, but they're like family, like the ones that I've seen are kind of like, I think they're geared towards children. So I don't know if a lot of the 60s movies that I've watched are like for adults, you know? Last time you saw a movie on the big screen? I saw something... Shit, I don't remember. Well, there you go. Maybe that's why. We're just... We were born the same year, like, come on now. Godfather? Oh, I've never seen The Godfather, guys. Never seen it. What year did let's see. What other older movies have I seen? Milo and Otis. Oh, Milo and Otis isn't that old actually. It's 1986. Okay, I thought it was maybe older than that. Mary Poppins, 1964. So I have seen some movies from the 60s. But they're like children's movies, you know? Yeah. Oh, It's a Wonderful Life. I love that movie. I love It's a Wonderful Life. That's 46? That's the oldest movie I've ever seen. It's gotta be. It's a Wonderful Life. With James Stewart as George Bailey. Oh, yes. Dang, that's old. Well, I've seen some old movies, guys, just not too many. Willy Wonka was from the 70s? Let's see. MacGyver? Have I seen Monster Squad or Night of the Creeps? No. Is that a movie about a bunch of Kyle Reese's? I'm just kidding. Shut up, Bunny Tails. Shut the fuck up! Don't ask me why I'm laughing, okay? People are gonna start bullying me again. I'm in fact in my 60s. Hi, Mr. Pete. You haven't seen The Godfather either? Well, we'll watch it together sometime. How about that? Vic, have I seen Apocalypse Now? Yes, but like I need to rewatch that one. That, along with where'd my list go? 2001: A Space Odyssey were like, and Blade Runner are like movies that have been in my head. Like I want to watch it, or rewatch it. Like even before I had this channel, you know, I've always wanted to rewatch or watch those. I don't know if I've ever seen Blade Runner. I don't think I have. Wizard of Oz is from 1939. Oh, never mind. That's the oldest movie I've ever seen. Shit. Maybe? Fuck. If you tend to feel guilt, I would not watch Milo and Otis. Milo and Otis, I don't remember exactly, but I remember I really liked it. There feels like a kind of a big delay here. I say something, you guys react to it like a lot later. It's kind of weird. It's kind of annoying. Because I'm like laughing here at myself, and then like a minute later, you guys are laughing. The commenters are gonna come for me. I like Kyle Reese, okay? People took me the wrong way. I just said this situation, I just meant that, like, I don't know. You know, I'm not even gonna get there. Bye, Pete. I'm not even gonna go there, okay? People thought I was like hating on men. I don't understand. I wasn't. I didn't call him a creep, okay? You're usually blocked by now, so weird that you're still here. Why would you be blocked? You just keep laughing until people start laughing with me. Okay, I won't look like a crazy person. At least he wasn't her son. You know what? Let's not go there. Many animals were harmed, making Milo and Otis. Don't tell me that! Don't! I don't want to hear that. Movies about animals always get me. Homeward Bound. The Fox and the Hound. All right, well, I think we have a very good, solid list of movies that will last me for the next 5 years or something. Any Westerns? I actually watched my first Western kind of recently with a friend. I watched 2 movies. Gotta remember the names. One was The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. We watched that. That was the second movie we watched. The first one was the one that came out right before it in the trilogy. It was something about $1. The second movie in the for a few dollars more, maybe? For a few dollars more, I think is the one. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, your ex-wife. Oh, The Good, the Bad, and your ex-wife. So I've seen those 2 Westerns, and those are the only ones. Back to the Future 3. Oh yeah, Back to the Future. I need to watch those. I need to put that on my list immediately. So I've seen Back to the Future, but I don't remember it. So it would definitely be like a rewatch. That's almost like a first time reaction, because the only thing I remember about Back to the Future, I don't know how many of those I've seen, but I know I've seen the original one. And I remember the car like driving and leaving the trail of fire. And then I remember, like, I think Marty McFly like went to the future, and then he went back to the present, and then he had to go, we have to go back to the future. And I don't remember why they have to go back to the future. So yeah, don't tell me, because I need to watch it, and then we can do a reaction on that one. And that's all I remember. So yeah. Maybe we gotta watch those. Have I seen Django? I've seen Django. I've seen a few Tarantino movies. I've seen like 4 Tarantino movies. Hold on. You guys are going a little bit too fast for me. I'm gonna need you to just calm your roll a little bit. Indiana Jones, I've seen them, but they would be a good for a rewatch. I remember snakes. I hate snakes. I remember that. I remember the thing that I remember the most is that damn theme song. It gets stuck in my head all the time. Dun, 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 dun. But I don't remember too much about those movies, so that would be a good one. The Pursuit of Happiness. I've never seen that. Oh, for Quentin Tarantino, I've seen Django. I've seen... Hold on, I'm gonna have to get a list of his movies because I don't... Takes me a while to remember the names of these things. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Okay, hold on. I've seen Pulp Fiction. That was my first one. I've seen Reservoir Dogs. I've seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I've seen Glorious Bastards, but I don't remember that one at all. I really don't remember anything about that movie. And I've seen Django. And I recently watched Kill Bill Volume 1 with a friend, and I don't know if we're gonna watch Kill Bill Volume 2 together, so I haven't seen Volume 2 yet. And that's all I've seen. Okay. Did anyone recommend the Marvel movies? I don't know if I want to go there. I don't know if I want to go there. Back to the Future trilogy is your favorite of all time? Hi, Vince. How are you doing? If I like time travel. Trancers? 1 through 5. Trancers? What is Trancers? Never heard of it. Unforgiven? Right. Western? Okay. All right. Do I drink anything besides water? No. I'm just kidding. I mean, not really. Not really. I like tea. I like water and tea. And I try to stay away from the sugary drinks. William, I think I already have enough movies to last me that long. John Williams movies. Ooh, wait, who was... Oh, you know what? You know what? It would have been a great movie for me to react to. The first movie reaction I ever saw on YouTube was these two girls reacting to another one of my favorite movies ever. But I feel like... Oh man, do I remember? I remember it pretty well. Yeah, I definitely remember it pretty well. Dances with Wolves. Who did the soundtrack for that one? Dances with Wolves composer. Oh, John Barry. That's right. John Barry. I remember that. Okay. We had that soundtrack and I loved that soundtrack. I would just put on the Dances with Wolves soundtrack on our CD player. Short Circuit. Ooh, I feel like I might have seen Short Circuit, but I don't really remember if I have or not. Wall-E, Short Circuit, and Eve of Destruction. No coffee? No, I don't drink coffee. I hate the taste of coffee. Well, I've seen, as far as the Marvel movies goes, I've seen I've seen some of them in the theaters, but there were just too many, and I just got kind of bored of them. Hi, Michael. Bye, Michael. Hello. Throw Mama from the train? No, don't throw her. That's messed up. Excalibur was epic before being epic was a thing. Oh, I remember now. The last movie that I saw in theaters was pretty recently. It was the Mario movie. I remember there was some kind of movie with a little robot that I saw, but I don't know if it was Short Circuit or not. I'll write it down though. Same thing happened to you with the Marvel movies? Yeah, I started with the Iron Man. I think was the first Marvel movie that I saw. So it was Iron Man. I saw all of those. I didn't see Captain America. I didn't see any of the Captain Americas. I didn't see the Hulk one either. But I saw the Iron Mans. I saw the Thor movies, except for the most recent one. I saw the Avengers. I saw the Civil War. And yeah, after a while, it was just like, I don't think I can do this anymore. Like, I can't get excited for this stuff. It's just the same shit over and over again. I don't know. Like, they're enjoyable, but they're not memorable. I did see Sonic the Hedgehog, the first one. Recommended earlier. The Black Hole? No, I didn't see it when you recommended it, John, but I'll put it down. I look like Parker Posey from Dazed and Confused. Parker Posey. Is she hot? Parker Posey. Let's see. I don't know. Anytime somebody, I'm like comparing. Anytime somebody tells me that I look like somebody else, I never really see it. I never really see it. But I swear, one time I saw somebody that looked exactly like Henry Fonda when he was in the movie On Golden Pond. And I wanted to tell him, but then I thought it would be weird to say that. Have you guys seen that movie? Hi, Piloto. Have you guys seen On Golden Pond? That's another one I grew up with that is one of my favorites. Mila Kunis? I don't even know how to say her name. So I should watch the Marvel movies. Well, if I've already seen Avengers and all those, and I've seen Iron Man, and like, which Marvel movies should I watch? You have a generic look? The Sphere is kind of like an Abyss knockoff. Nothing can top the Abyss. That drowning revival scene. Musicals? Oh, I love musicals, but I don't think I've seen too many. You've seen on Golden Pond? Yay! Finally, somebody. Mila Kunis? Okay. X-Men? I think I actually have seen one or more of the X-Men movies. Rocky Horror Picture Show? Never seen that. I've seen Spaceballs, but I've never heard of the Ice Pirates. I've never seen Blade. I've never seen Blade. I've never seen Blade or Hellboy. And when I told my husband that, he almost divorced me. True story. So, I was just about to say, William, why did you say it before I could? My favorite musical is Moulin Rouge. Oh my god. Oh my god, that movie. It's the best. You saw in Golden Pond when it came out, but that was a long time ago. You gotta watch it again. Steve Martin? Oh, I've seen a Steve Martin movie, but shoot, I don't know if I remember it too well. Oh, what was it called? The Man with Two Brains? Is that a movie? I've seen Grease. Okay, so for musicals, I've seen Moulin Rouge. I've seen Grease. I've seen... Wasn't there a movie called Into the Woods? I don't... Or something like that. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that one too much, but I've seen... What am I trying to think of again? Chicago. There it is. Man with Two Brains. Yeah, I remember. I love that movie too, but I don't remember the plot of the movie. The first video game I played? I don't know what the first video game I played was. I know the first video games that I played were on my Amiga 500, and they were like Zany Golf and Zoom. I remember having an SNES, but I don't remember what I played on it. F-Zero? I don't know what my first video game was. I don't know. Sad. The plot. A man had two brains. Oh yeah! I remember now. Damn, that playlist that I put on already played out. It's a 2-hour playlist? I've been here for 2 hours? Gotta get out of here, man. What the fuck? Jill of the Jungle was one of the first ones that I played. I believe I played that on both my Amiga and on my dad's little Palm Top computer. Did anybody here have a Palm Top computer back in the probably early 90s? It's like about that big. Yep, we had the Amiga. And I've been addicted to video games ever since. Pong. Well, you know, maybe the first video game I played was like, probably something like Pac-Man. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm sorry. I can't answer it. I wish I could. Yes, for On Golden Pond? Hell yeah. That's a great movie. Mario or Duck Hunt? I never played those. Super Mario Brothers 1, Duck Hunt, and Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Nice, Rockman. George of the Jungle? Oh, I want to see The Whale. I love Brendan Fraser from The Mummy. You had a Palm Pilot? You have 4 arcade games in your dining room. So, when do you invite me over? Which arcade games? I have a gaming channel, by the way, if you guys didn't know. That's my main gig. I played some classic games on there pretty recently, like Final Fantasy VI. Most recently, Xenogears is still being published, and Link to the Past, Zelda Link to the Past. And you see Brendan Fraser in the movie Airheads. I've never seen that. Galaga and Galaxian. That's a bit before. I didn't play games that old. Oh, I had this Star Wars game on my Amiga. I think it was just called Star Wars. It was where you're flying in what I assume is an X-wing, and you're flying to take out the Death Star, and it's like I think it was originally an arcade game, and then they ported it to the Amiga, but I guess the music didn't get ported over. But it was like a wire... I don't know how to describe it. It was like an outline, wire outline of the figures. Of like the ships and things that you're supposed to shoot and stuff, yeah. Pole Position, Lunar Lander, Dig Dug, and Super Pac-Man. Nice. That's awesome. Star Wars video game was okay. I remember having a lot of fun with it, but then recently I went to watch a video of the game, and the game is literally like 5 minutes long. I'm like, how did I play that? How did I have so much fun with a game that's literally just 5 minutes long and then you just repeat it? I don't know. Hi, David. How you doing? I've never heard of Vanguard. Sorry. Vector graphics. Yeah. Oh, Soul Blazer. That's one of the arcade 1-up cabs you have. Nice. Well, should I wrap this up? I was gonna watch like Blade Runner, and now I don't even know if I have time to. I have not watched Ready Player One. How do my eyes not hurt? Actually, they kind of do. I have these bright ass studio lights on me right now. Well, I just finished, I need to render it, but I finished recording my intro and outro to The Wrath of Khan. So I'll be posting that soon. I have another Avatar episode ready to go as well. And then I just have to edit the season finale of Avatar Season 2. And I have another Spy Family episode that nobody's interested in ready to go as well. So I need to edit Avatar season episode 20, and I need to watch more movies so I can get those edited. Yeah. So, yeah. You're gonna be home alone for the next 10 days? Lucky! I want to be home alone for 10 days. If I'm ever near Baltimore, okay. Sounds good. Avatar is so good. Haster, have you seen any of my videos of that? Edit like the wind. I'm trying. I'm trying to. Have I ever seen The Last Starfighter? Yeah. I saw it recently with one of my patrons. And it was amazing. I loved it. It was one that I know I've seen when I was a kid, but I didn't remember it. And then I watched it with him. Well, Haster, if you're here on this channel, you probably have seen my Avatar videos, probably. Hey, Matt, how are you doing? Never even heard of Spy Family? Yeah, it's an anime that a lot of people were saying that I should react to, but then not a lot of people are watching those episodes on YouTube, so it's just like, meh. You win some, you lose some. Last Starfighter might be getting a sequel. It's on your watch list? Oh, okay. Thanks for backlogging your backlog. You're welcome. If I have to have backlogs for my backlogs, then you guys have to have backlogs for your backlogs too. I'm sorry. I need to suffer with company, not alone. Sorry, not alone. All right, well, it was fun to talk to you guys. Now maybe it won't be so afraid of you guys. I gotta say, like, it's been a pretty good experience so far with this channel, but it's also been a little bit of an eye-opener. Because there have been, you know, some days where I'm just reading negative after negative comment and I'm just like, what is going on? Because I've never experienced that before. And that definitely happened with Terminator. Terminator 2 has been better. There have been some really cranky people in the Star Wars reaction too. Like this one person was, he was so mad that I didn't watch the whole season of Star Trek before watching Wrath of Khan. And he's like, that's ridiculous. And I said, well, the reason is because, like, you know, I do this thing on my Patreon where I let people vote for a movie and they voted for Wrath of Khan. So, so we watched it together and that's why I watched it. And he's like, well, that's just, you know, if your patrons tell you to watch it, then you'll watch it. Well, what if they told you to jump off a cliff? Would you do that? You're just doing it for the money. And I'm just like, no, I'm just asking people what we should watch together. That's all. And he wouldn't get it. And it was interesting. I was like, well, if they didn't suggest me to watch it, then I wouldn't be interested in watching any Star Trek for this channel at all. So I think I'm happy that they have, you know, put it on my radar. And he's like, well, you're just in it for the money. I'm like, okay. It's funny, but sometimes it's like when you get a lot of those comments at once, then you're just like, oh my God, are we gonna raid someone? No, there's no raids on YouTube. Anyways, there's some interesting people out there. You never saw Star Trek before watching the movies? Well, Rockman, why would you do something so incredibly stupid, Rockman? You know you're not allowed to watch any Star Trek until you watch the first episode, and then the second, and then the third, and then the fourth. You're hoping someday Enterprise might get tackled? I'm gonna be slowly working through them. I wasn't sure, but now after talking to you guys, I think let's do it. Let's watch Star Trek. Because again, it's something that my dad really enjoyed, and I would like to kind of, you know, see that. Good to see you too, Haster. All right, I'll see you guys around. I have a Twitch channel where I play video games. It's Bunny Tales. I have another YouTube channel where I post my video game playthroughs. And just like this channel, we do a wide variety of things. And that is also called Bunny Tales. So if you guys haven't taken a look, if you guys are into gaming at all, check it out. And I will see you guys. Let's see. In a couple days, I will either post Avatar or Wrath of Khan. Probably Avatar because I need to make sure Wrath of Khan doesn't get any copyright hits. But those are the next two videos that are coming out on this channel. So, yeah. And I have a huge list now of movies and TV shows recommended. And I'm gonna try to watch Blade Runner right now after I close this. So, with that, have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.